Well, at this point, if you're following Santa Monica Studios closely or if you watched the Raising Grace documentary, you already know that they actually worked on a completely new IP after God of War Ascension and before God of War 2018. Shannon Still, head of Santa Monica Studio at that point, said that it's a dream that just died because everything the team worked on, it's not coming together so that all the team could see a similar picture. They also mentioned that they did work on two different IPs at the same time, but hey, why are we talking about this right now? Well, just yesterday, Santa Monica Studios just announced that they are actually working on a new project which is still unannounced and they're hiring for an art director for it. This is a very big news coming from them because right now they're actually working on God of War 2021 aka Ragnarok. We still don't have any title for it and they are yet to release it. And you already know the hype behind this game is on the roof. Them announcing that they are actually looking for a new team for their new unannounced project along with the new God for 2021 is not concerning at all. The concerning thing is when the new God of War will release and what is the next game that they're working on, right? Well, as I said before, I do believe that the next God of War will release in 2021. I do believe that the next project that they're working is also a new God of War sequel. Now, don't get me wrong. You may ask like why you actually think every project that Santa Monica Studios will work on is the new God of War, and I got some pretty much important clues that actually tells us the next game which they're actually working on top of God of War 2021 can be a God of War sequel. So our first clue for the next God of War sequel comes none other than from Cory himself. So he himself said that in one of his interviews with Kotaku that he has 5 sequels mapped for the next God of War. I mean, if you take 2018, that's one, and the one which is going to release in 2021 is the second one. And we definitely know that we are not going to stop with this God of War Ragnarok, aren't we? Because he himself said that he has 5 games planned, although we are not going to get 5 games, as he clarified himself again, because he actually wants to figure out how to make these games faster. So at this point, I definitely think the Twitter post from Santa Monica Studios yesterday is actually referring that they're actually working on a new God of War game. I mean, the unannounced project is actually a God of War game, so they're just indirectly confirming that they're actually working on a new God of War game. So if we actually think about this in this direction, like what I mentioned in the video, so the first game which they're actually going to make is God of War 2021, which is yet to release. And the second game is also a God of War game, which is sequel to the 2021 game. Two games in the same development studio. So as she tried to make a new IP, that didn't work for them. So they're now actually making God of War 2021 alongside with the new God of War, which will be a sequel for God of War 2021. I think that actually makes sense. And many people at this point, after actually watching their post, from the Santa Monica Studios, speculated that they're actually going to make a sci-fi kind of game. I really don't think that's the case here, and this is completely on my personal opinion. They actually tried for it, it didn't work out for them. That doesn't mean that they don't have to try new things. Absolutely, there are so many talented people out there. They actually can try a lot of different things which can actually work for them, considering that their team is now very big when compared to what they started with God of War 2018. The team is much more big right now, so ideas from different people can make some great things. The thing which I am actually trying to say here is people actually speculating that the next game which they're actually going to make is a sci-fi thing. It's pretty much easy to say because they actually tried making it actually didn't come together. So after watching the post from Santa Monica Studios yesterday, many people thought that okay, so God of War Ragnarok is already in development, so they're actually working for a new game that is still unannounced. And no, it can be that next sci-fi game which they actually cancelled because they were unable to do that time. Now they're actually trying to make it at this time, working on two different IPs. One, God of War Ragnarok, and second, this thing, the unannounced Project IP7, which is that sci-fi game which many people speculated. So I think that is completely false. I may be wrong. I'm not telling that I am true. I'm just a fan like you guys. Like I'm just speculating that that's God of War. Like what was this announced can be a new God of War game. That's for our good actually. But yeah, that's exactly what I think. That's going to be a new God of War game. We will see a new God of War game again, maybe in 2024 to 2025. I definitely think that can happen. So what do you guys think? I actually want your guys' reactions on this because it can be true or it cannot be true. So if you don't agree with my statement that two God of War games can't be in development at the same time, so why do you think it cannot be? Right? So why cannot they can develop two God of War games at the same time, right? The ground floor team will be developing God of War Ragnarok, and the upper floor, I mean the first floor, the team on the first floor will actually develop the next God of War game. I mean, the sequel for the God of War 2021, right? So do mention in the comment section down below what you guys actually think about all this God of War stuff going on. I personally believe that it's God of War, as I said multiple times in the video itself. I'm really hyped about this game, especially. I mean, I'm talking about Ragnarok, and if you're actually doing a completely different IP, I'm also excited for it. What do you guys think? Please mention in the comment section down below. With that being said, the video is already very long. If you made it till end, we'll meet you guys in the next video with another interesting topic, right? And sorry for my notification thing. So yeah, bye bye. Meet you guys in the next video. See ya.